Hey, you all. How is it going today? Jesus, what a day it has been for me. I didn't know if I was going to come on here today because I've been super, super busy. I don't know if you guys can see my background, but you see all of that on my table and all of this. Well, moving on up to the high rise. Well, I'm finally getting out of here. Movers are coming tomorrow. I know y'all be like, Armand, you move every month, but let me every year. I do. I did. But I think I'm gonna stay at this spot for a minute. Okay. I'm moving again. It's just like I like this place, but child, it's just not giving me what I needed to give. I'm gonna miss the square footage of this apartment. I'm not gonna lie. But this don't feel like me. You know what I'm saying? And it has now gotten into the point when I walk out of the door, I have people like jumping on me, like recognizing me, and I just don't know how I feel about that. Not to say that they won't recognize me in the other building, but girl, it was just like, all right. I'm like, all right, girl, let me get up out of here and let me just move to a different side of the town. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna do one more move and I'm gonna really try to decorate the spot. I'm gonna really just kind of get into my things. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm moving again. So I didn't know if I was gonna go live today because I've been busy packing and trying to move my internet. But I was just like, you know what? I know something's gonna happen today, and I know something's gonna happen tomorrow, and you guys are gonna be like, "Where's Armand?" And they're gonna be like, "The nigga's moving." But yeah, that is what it is. Hold on. Also, I gotta give a shout out to my auntie Lunel. She's a key. Lunel, she's one of those aunties that she's messy as hell. She's gonna send you a text, and then you're gonna text her back, and then she's gonna say something off the wall, and then she's like, "Girl, she's a hoot. You gotta get you a comedian auntie, girl. When you get you a comedian auntie, it's like everything they say is pure comedy. Like I don't know. Just when I'm able to talk to Lunel, it's like, girl, she's having a conversation with me, but I'm just like talking to her, and it's just like, girl, everything is funny. I don't know. It's just the key. But anyway, enough about that. Other news. I mean, not to get too much of my personal business, but I think we should talk about it just a little bit. So today, I don't know. Just these are little things that make me just feel really, really good. Um, so you do your annual checkup and you get your things and you get your blood work and everything together. And I am doing so well, guys. Like health wise, you know what I mean? Like as you get older, you got to check these things. And this may be your reminder to go do that if you've been stalling. Like blood pressure's good, sugar's good, like cholesterol, like no STDs, just very clear. I'm just like, vitamins are up. I'm like, okay, bitch, you're alive and well. You know what I'm saying? Like, just sometimes I don't know. I just be needing that little extra pep when you get your blood work. Cause I'm telling you, the last couple of days, I don't know if I told you guys, I was out. Oh, let me show you. I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna show you. I don't know if I told you guys, but you know what? I'm going to show you. Cause I bitch was panicking. I ain't gonna lie. I bitch was really, really panicking. I'm about to show you why though. Right now, give me 2 seconds, cause I got it. So, oh, please load quickly. Please load quickly. Hold on. So you guys know that on Sunday, I was like, okay, I gotta go because I had dinner reservations. Well, it was one of my friend Josh's, his 40th birthday. And then another friend was, rest in peace, his mother had passed away. And, everybody kind of was trying to get together because, that's kind of hard. And ugh, I just can't imagine. I don't like to imagine because it makes me feel away. And I don't know. Anyway, so we went out to go eat, and we went to this Chinese restaurant. I don't really know if I want to put them on blast, but I'm trying to think: should I get my refund back for the $125 crab that I bought? But chow, I'm going to show you This restaurant had me so sick, like a dog. Monday, so Sunday I was supposed to go out and celebrate the birthday. But you get that drop in your stomach and you're thinking, oh, no, 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 no. So that's why I always like to drive myself, right? So I'm driving myself because I'm like, well, I know me. And the way that this stomach is moving, babe, I got to get home. Plus, I had to walk my dog too. So I get home and I'm like, okay, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm thinking it's okay. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a rough one. And so my friend called me. They were like, well, don't go to the bar anymore. The bar's late. We're not doing the bar. And me, I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna find a bar around the house because, girl, this place didn't even have no drinks. They had nothing. So I'm like, well, I kind of want a little liquor. I want a little cocktail, something. And hold on. I'm like, I kind of want a little cocktail or something. And everywhere was closed. I was there at the last minute. And I was like, something is telling me that I'm not allowed to drink liquor tonight. So I said, you know what? Go home and go to bed, bitch. So I did just that. So I thought, baby, I must have laid down. My stomach was rumbling. Then I felt like I had to fight. But it was one of those fights where you felt like this could be risky. So I was laying on the couch because I thought I was going to watch Now That's TV and get that. By the way, Sunday, if you watch Now That's TV Dollhouse, yours truly will be on the show. But anyway, we'll talk about that closer to Sunday. Anyway, so I'm thinking, well, this could be a water fight. So I ran to the bathroom, and sure enough, it was a river. It was disgusting. And I knew at that moment that I had really fucked up. And it was about, midnight. And from about midnight to all of Monday and Tuesday, it was bad. Well, yesterday wasn't as bad. But Monday, y'all didn't see me live Monday. I was in the hospital. Yes. I was so bad, I was in the ER. Sharting, farting, and throwing up. Oh my God. And I don't even I'm like, oh my God. And I'm calling everybody. My mama's not answering. Nobody's answering. I'm like, I'm finna die and nobody cares. So girl, I had to do all these blood tests. Mind you, I just got a full panel 2 weeks ago. So I'm like, whatever, it can't be. Did the doctor miss something? What happened? Bitch, I'm on PrEP. I ain't having sex. Like, girl, did diabetes kick up in me? Did the COVID? What happened? Everything is clear. I'm like, okay, so girl, I don't got no diseases. They was like, well, you got some food poisoning. And I kept thinking, I'm like, well, what did I eat? I'm like, oh my God. It was the Chinese food. So let me show you. And I knew it was this because when we was eating the food, it was kind of feeling fishy. I will never do any of this type of Chinese food stuff again. Hold on. Let me see if I could show it. Can I show it on there? Let me see. Does it, hold on. Does it show? Let me see if I could show it and play it. Yeah, here we go. So it was a nice little restaurant. But chow, look. This is where we went.
No, don't do that. That's yours? That motherfucker's huge. You poke it right in the side. Can they go cook this now? I know y'all hungry. Touch it.
It was a lie.
You gonna eat that whole thing? That motherfucker's huge.
Why don't you flip them over so you're
Flip them over and see what you can.
And so we went there, right? And then, hold on, we're not done. Hold on. And so this is what it looked like when it came out. That was the crab. So I thought it was good, but I gagged. I will never, don't ever invite me out for Chinese food again, especially if it's live and you pick it and they just slap it on the tray and they want it to look. I didn't understand them picking the lobsters out and having me look at it. And now that I'm thinking about it in hindsight, why did you pick that out for me to look at? I thought what you're supposed to do is you go and pick the one you want. And now that I'm really thinking about it, one of the lobsters that we ordered was cockeyed. So that motherfucker was already sick because he was a little cross-eyed anyway. And I didn't get to see the crab. I ordered the crab. My boy ordered lobster, but we were just kind of sharing everything. And so it was somewhere around in East LA, one of the Chinese food spots in East LA. Won't do that again. It's no Sade. And I'm still feeling a little residual. You know what I mean? It's not good. I'm not doing that again. But anyway, so I got a call because I went to the emergency. So it's just the whole thing. I have like 2 different insurance. I got Kaiser and then I got United Health. I got a bunch of. So I went to Kaiser because they was open. And I was like, okay, let me figure out what's going on here. So they stick me up, IV in me on Monday. You guys don't even know I'm over here out of it. The doctor calls me today. And it's like, hey. I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, hey, yeah. So we got a call that you were in the ER the other day. Is everything okay? I just saw you 2 weeks ago. I'm like, yeah, everything is fine. But can we go over all these tests again, please? He was like, yeah, well, let's just go over everything. And then so he went over everything. And it was just like, because, for a while, I was a little nervous because you know how you be on the cuff of the sugar when you're not really working out. So all that is normal levels. My vitamins normal. The cholesterol is good. I'm like, I'm really good. STD panel clear. I'm like, oh, I am alive. So anyway, I called my mom today. I saw her. I said, Mom, I'm alive. She's like, yeah, you are. But it just feels good when you get all your stuff done. And it's like, it's just a clear conscience for me. It's just like, yes. And also that one time you might have got your dick sucked and you think, oh, the prep and the shit works. You know what I mean? Or, the Doxy Pep worked that night. If you know what I'm saying. But anyway, enough about my personal life. I just like to share just a little bit, just so you know I'm a human being too. But anyway, and so now I'm moving. And so I'm moving. You guys know I was going to do the house thing, but then I was just like, oh, can I just tell you guys about that? Every time I think about not paying $11,000 a month for this mortgage, I'm just like, I'm so happy that I did not sign those closing disclosures. Now, I did lose half of my down payment. Not going to lie to you. I did lose half of my down payment because we were too far in the process and I said no. So a lot of those, thousands of dollars gone. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But it's gone. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. But that thousands of dollars is gone. That motherfucker's gone. That was a tough pill to swallow. So you guys know those months that, like last month and the month before, it was like, Armand is not live. Well, I was looking at houses and stuff like that. Maybe on like a Patreon or something, I'll show you guys the houses that I was looking at and we can talk about it. Like we can get into all that. But they said, well, where did it go? Well, it went to the realtor. That was the listing agent. because the closing disclosures had already came through, and my loan got cleared, and so we were going to have to fight for the money, and it just was going to be too much, and they kept the money. Like, that's just, and I got half. We had to come up with a deal, but I had to give half of it up. It was just, but I'd rather do that than be like a slave to the content. Like, I'm good where I'm going now. I'm happy. It's a beautiful spot. I mean, it's glass all the way through and through. Like, it's fab. It's, it's still an apartment, but it looks like a little penthouse. It's cute. But it's just, I mean, I don't own it, but I mean, it's still classy. You know what I mean? If you know me, then it's still gonna be cute. But yeah, child, I pulled out. I ain't gonna lie. I just feel like a house was gonna be so much maintenance. It was just gonna be a lot. And I just was like, I'm skipping a step. I felt like I was skipping a step, and I just felt like, why am I skipping this step that I want to experience in my life? Because there was a step that I want to experience just kind of on my own. And like, I was like, all right, let me do it this way, because then I can still invest and go to different trials. And, I didn't want to have to like sacrifice and cut corners just to pay a mortgage. I just didn't want to do that. And I didn't want to be stressed the fuck out. Then I'm online crashing out and cursing people out just to make content. And then before you know it, I'm in a lawsuit. All right. Enough about me. Not enough about me. So that was that. So if you guys don't hear from me in amazing news breaks tomorrow, just know I'm lifting boxes. Okay? All right. So let's get into the content, because I want to leave you guys with something for the next couple of days. Mariah Carey. She's a cackle. So you guys know Mariah Carey is promoting her album. Don't ask me what the name of the album is, because I do not know. And I don't know exactly if I'll be streaming it. But a couple things. So you guys know that she went on Kai Cenat's platform, right? And did the Mafia 3 challenge, the Mafia 3. And Tylil was asked, he's one of Kai Cenat's friends. Tylil was asked about, who was his least favorite celebrity to join the Mafia-thon. And he named Mariah Carey. Okay. Let's see why he named Mariah Carey. Hold on, let me see. Here we go.
Celebrity in Mafia 3.
Oh, the worst.
That's a good question.
The worst celebrity. Oh my gosh, that has came to Mafia 3. Mariah Carey. Damn.
All right.
And I only say Mariah Carey because I feel like her intentions was to promote her album, and I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. You feel what I'm saying? Because business, you gotta respect good business. You feel what I'm saying? But what was the exchange for us? Like, I know she didn't want to sing, I know she didn't want to dance. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel like Kai, he had up his end of the bargain. She promoted her album. Kai spoke to the kids. He did everything that he wanted. He did everything that probably was her team attention and her intentions. And I feel like it wasn't really nothing in exchange. If you're gonna come on Mafia-thon, you feel what I'm saying? You have to come and you have to be vulnerable. You feel what I'm saying? You have to come, be ready to do what's in the box.
Who's the worst celebrity in Mafia 3?
Oh,
hold on.
That's a good question. Do what's in the box. Be ready to do hot ones. Be ready to jump in the pool. Be ready to, you feel what I'm saying? Be ready to come have fun. You guys, the guests are older. You might not understand what we're doing, and that's what's you feel what I'm saying? That's what the rush is for.
Yeah.
That's what's the excitement. When you come into Mafia-thon, you don't know what to expect. It's like a field dream. You don't know what to expect when you come to Cow House. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I feel, and I'm not gonna hold my tongue for anybody, because this is my friend, and I'm also here, and I'm participating. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like word, and now I'm gonna eat another wing just for that. Good question.
So he really felt some type of way, and Kai felt some type of way because Kai let him cook on that, and they talked about it. So they dragged Mariah Carey at the end. And see, and here's the thing: there's a few things that, and I agree with everybody, but I just think first, these kids were guys. They seem like, oh, they're so humble. It's a good time. No, it's a business for them, and they're serious. And Kai felt slighted by that. And, and don't take it as a small fry. They know what their platform is. So where you guys are thinking that, oh, I'm going on this Kai, they're just streaming. No, it's a business to them. And Kai is on their ass if they're not performing. You know what I'm saying? There's clips where if they're not giving up the energy, he's on them. So they're feel like, well, you got these celebrities coming up here and they're using, the followers in the cloud or whatever, and they're not performing. And then also Kai is thinking, yeah, you're Mariah Carey, but in this world now, and it's respectfully, I'm Kai Cenat. That's what he feels, and that's how they feel, and rightfully so. You work, but so he may not say it, but you send Tylil out there to say it because Tylil's not as big as you. So, but Kai, that was Kai talking. If you want to be honest with you, because they had a conversation about it, but Kai can't say that. But I get it. He feel like Mariah Carey didn't give him anything in return, and she felt like she just used the platform. But that's why I feel like they didn't really completely do their research on Mariah Carey. See, when they're trying to use these platforms and use these celebrities for the clickbait, you got to understand Mariah Carey is the same person that lays down in interviews. Mariah Carey is the same person that will look you dead in the face and say she didn't see you. Mariah Carey is a true diva. So you shouldn't have had Mariah Carey up there thinking that you weren't going to play by Mariah Carey's rules. But you, too, wanted Mariah Carey up there for the Mariah Carey name, but you didn't really want the full Mariah Carey aura. And it don't work like that. You have to know when you book Mariah Carey, you are booking the diva. Nico? Look at my dog. He want to come in here so bad. You are booking the diva. And that's just how that goes. Now, the other part of Mariah Carey that's the big kiki for me, though, because that wasn't even the hoot. The hoot is how Mariah Carey talked about not really liking people to sing her songs. Who didn't know that? So Mariah Carey did an interview with, who did she do the interview with? Billboard. Mariah Carey, when asked if she likes when people cover her songs, she said, not really. Let me show you. She don't even like when people don't cover my songs. I don't like that. So when Mariah Carey was asked if she likes it when people cover her songs, she said, not really. She was then asked about the viral reaction to her watching Mooney Long covering her hit record, We Belong Together, during the 2025, this year, iHeart Music Awards. Listen to what Mariah Carey said. I didn't even hear the cover. I don't know. I didn't know it happened. No one told me. She said, perhaps blaming her reaction on the venue's acoustics, I just didn't know that she had done We Belong Together as a cover because her song was so similar to We Belong Together. I had no idea she did We Belong Together. I am very honored and flattered that she did it. I love Mooney Long. She's a great person, but I just don't like people doing my songs. Now, let me ask you guys all this. I just want to make sure that we're watching the same thing. Hold on. And I can't play the music for obvious reasons. But is this not Mariah Carey? So you didn't see that? You didn't see that? You didn't know that? You didn't see that? Wait a minute. She didn't see that? She had no idea. God, I might have to stand Mariah. She played a game. How did she not see that? She was sitting right there. She didn't see that? Oh. Mariah Carey's a cackle, man. What a key. What a key. Moody Long sounded a mess. Can we talk about it? I hated it too. Didn't you? Yes, absolutely. Mariah Carey's a cackle. She's a complete cackle. And I live for it. All right, let's move on. That's a cackle. That's a cackle. JT still at it with Cardi B. Cardi B hasn't really said much. JT is just still talking about how Cardi B is selling her album for the price of hot dogs, how she left the studio this morning, the disc record is coming. Shenane and bananas. We'll wait till the rest comes out. But in other news, last night, Nicki Minaj shook up the timeline. Okay? And dropped this on the girls' head tops. Nicki Minaj, 3/27/26 new album. Nicki Minaj is dropping a new album March. I gagged because I was like, all right, I saw this coming. But it makes so much sense. And to me, this is what makes me feel like Nicki be knowing what's going on. Like, all right, there might be a possibility, Cardi B, and this is what I told Nicki to do in my mind through the TV and through the camera and through the microphone. I was saying this all along at the beginning of the year. What you do is you let Cardi B drop her album, let the sales do whatever they're going to do. Nicki Minaj, then you just hold your other album in the tuck and you drop on top of her or shortly after. And I've been saying that from the beginning. You know why? It makes perfect sense. Whatever Cardi B's numbers are going to do, the bar pages are going to make sure that Nicki Minaj supersedes that. Cardi B will hold the record, whatever record that will be to be held. She'll hold it for a couple of months, 6 months. If Nicki doesn't push the album back, I feel like she'll push it back. But if she doesn't push it back, Cardi B will hold the record for about 6 months. And then boom, Nicki, you drop on top of her. And then you have the last record out. Because we all know we're never getting another Cardi B album again. Well, at least not for another 3 to 4, 5, 6 years. You get what I'm saying? It takes too much. It's too much energy. It's too much. It's too much of a production. So, Cardi B doesn't return music and she doesn't produce. She doesn't overturn that quickly. So she can do this, get the second album out. But Nicki, you have one in the tuck because the true artist is always ready. You have your album on go, locked and loaded, ready to drop. You refresh it because Nicki said that she's been holding on to 2 albums. She said that at the beginning of 2024? So she was waiting for Cardi B to go ahead and release hers, and then she's going to release on top. That's why Nicki didn't need to release last year or needed to release this year because they were stalling each other out. But see, when you're a real artist and you really, really do this, you got music sitting and ready to go. Cardi B doesn't do that. She doesn't have that. It's going to take her 10 years to release another album. Who's waiting around for a 44-year-old Cardi B to release a record? It's not me. So Cardi B will do what she's going to do this round, but Nicki Minaj will then have another album to go right on top of her. That's just because that's how Nicki plays the game. And so I saw that coming as a blind man. So, and that was, to me, the smartest and the best plan. So whatever Cardi B does, Nicki Minaj was not going to let Cardi B have a reign of, top-selling female rapper of the last 2 decades. That just was never going to happen, and Nicki was not going to handle that. But I knew that was going to come. So now what I'm here for is both girls will be outside at the same time. We've never really truly gotten that. And that's what I'm here for. Meet me both at the back of the runway. and get me out at the same time. Now, granted, Cardi B is still playing catch up. She may do her thing in the album department, but this is Cardi B's first tour. And let's be clear, it's a US tour. It's not a world tour. So we'll have to see how those numbers do. But Cardi B has a lot of ground that she still needs to make up, in my opinion. But Nicki, on this project, I'm going to be honest with you. All that doing it for what you love, and this is the greatest album of my career, and sonically, musically, in your artistic bubble, and your mind. No, cut all that out. Give us what we want. You gave us what you wanted the last project. Can you give us what we want? Okay? Because Nicki, the thing is, while I love Nicki gaslights. It was people over here talking about, yeah, I think Nicki Minaj and Rihanna might have work. Listen, don't let that. I don't give a damn. I don't trust Nicki until after I hear it. Nicki Minaj, even if that was true, Nicki Minaj, oh my God, these features I just got, gonna blow the socks off. Oh, Rihanna, you thinking this, oh, Rihanna, Nicki, it's gonna be a singing motherfucking trash. What the Nicki's battle, Nicki and Rihanna on there singing, thank you, Jesus. I'm not here for that. Don't take that off of here. That's not, and then she trying to sell us on how this was the most iconic record of her career. No. You did that on Pink Friday too. Don't do none of that. Don't do none of that. Don't play with me like that. That's almost as bad as Cardi B featuring Janet Jackson. I'm still upset about that game they played. They knew they played a game with that. That was very Nicki Minaj coded right there. Cardi B and Janet Jackson. She knew she couldn't even really promote that like that because she knew that was a game. Don't play with me like that. Don't play those games like that. Okay? So I'm ready for the real. Give us the bangers. Give us the heat. Okay? And give us some visuals, please. Please. Now, I'm ready for the shenanigans and the games to be played, but I'm here for it. And people mad at Nicki that she did that. Why are you mad? She told you, girls, that she had one in the tuck. But Cardi B didn't like that. Oh no. An hour later, Cardi B went onto Twitter and responded. Of course, not directly, but it was very much so a response. She didn't tweet it. Wait. Oh, look. And now it's gone. Oh, no. Here we go. This is after Nicki tweeted what she tweeted. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why the album is called Am I the Drama? Good night, everyone. Because she feel like she pulled Nicki out. Literally an hour after that, Cardi B tweeted, the JT beef she had already said, she had went back and forth with JT. There was no reason for her to tweet that. She tweeted that after Nicki. She felt that. Because Nicki, with one tweet, shifted the conversation. This is why Cardi B then dropped, because mind you, Cardi B last night, she was feeling it, talking to JT. She's like, and I might drop a bonus record. I think she dropped some bonus record that was trash. It was very Ice Spice coded. I think they found that she was actually using Ice Spice type beats from YouTube for that beat. No one talked about it. Less than 24 hours later, she released another remix bonus track to Everything featuring Lotto, which is getting a lot more traction. But that's to bring the conversation back, and not to mention, I think they're trying to get the streams for next week. But Taylor's dropping next week, so we'll see how that goes. But Nicki Minaj in what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 characters broke the internet and diverted the conversation. 3.27.26. Change the trajectory of the conversation in its entirety. Had everybody had Nicki Minaj trending, Nicki Minaj number 6 trending. Nobody was talking about invasion of privacy. I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so we'll see. We will see. I'm excited. The girls will be outside, and we're gonna get into some things. Now speaking of that, Cardi B is doing a press tour. She's hitting all different markets. She hit the hip hop market. She hit the mainstream market. Now she's sitting with the white girl. She has a quirky fit on, and she's doing her "Don't Call Me White Girl" thing. She's sitting there and she's saying that, hey, while she's not naming a Nicki Minaj, she's talking about a Nicki Minaj, and she's basically saying, hey, I was not here to take any one said person's spot. This was never my goal. This was never my plan. Let's see what she said.
People have made this whole story that I came in the industry to like take over somebody's career or like make them think, but it's like I never thought that. I just wanted to become famous at what I like to do. That's all things. Sometimes people just don't get along with each other, and if they don't get along with each other, it's no more like, oh, but I think that they don't get along with each other because somebody from the higher ups wanted to make and destroy and this and that. No, this is what I was destined for. I was destined to become this. Whether no matter who signed me, no matter what, I was going to be famous and I was going to be a rapper no matter what, because this is what I invested my time with, invested my own money with. Like before I got signed, I was investing my money. It's nothing more than just people didn't get along with each other, and that's just that. People have made.
You know what? I agree to a certain degree. Maybe she didn't know, but the labels behind her definitely wanted their own Nicki or a female rap competitor. Who wouldn't? So maybe she didn't know. Maybe she was walking into it like, girl, I just want to be successful, famous. I want to do my thing. But the powers that be, they had a motive behind it. And it's fine. It worked for them. But I don't trust her all the way either. Because at the same time, when she did that interview and she pretty much alluded to the fact that there was a female rapper, which, by the way, later on down the line, she ended up telling me that it wasn't Nicki Minaj. It was someone else. I still won't say the name. She told me the name, though. But later on down the line, do you remember when she did an interview and she said there was a female rapper and it was her and a female rapper on a red carpet and the female rapper didn't speak to her and was very mean to her? People took that and ran with it and said it was Nicki Minaj and Nicki Minaj was hating on her. And I told her on the phone, I said, when you did that, you didn't clear it up. You let people run with that narrative as if Nicki was mean to you on the carpet. She was like, well, I didn't, it wasn't her. It wasn't like that. But I'm like, girl, but you didn't not say it wasn't, though. You didn't say anything. She told me who it was, and it's not even nobody important. Now, to be honest, I don't even know where this person is even at. Do they even make music? They're that insignificant at this point. But it wasn't Nicki. So I'm only saying that to say the Nicki Minaj hating on you narrative actually worked in your benefit. So that's why I feel like you didn't say nothing. Because the girl who actually it was, no one would give a shit. So that was that. So I'm not just gonna say like she knew and that was her whole thing. I think she wanted to get out of the hood. I think she was ghetto and hood and wanted to get out the hood and she wanted to rap and an opportunity came and she jumped in during social media. I don't think it was to take the spot, but then I think it came to a point where she it started to lean in that way. But I don't think Nicki came in to necessarily take the spot against Kim, but it started going that way, and so she assumed the position. Pause. And Cardi B did the same thing. Maybe she didn't start that way, but it just started to lead that way, and it was too far in the game. It was no way to turn back. Does that make sense? So that was my thought on that. All right, you all. So we'll take a couple calls, and then I'll jump out of here because I do have to go and continue packing. So everybody asked me, how do you call in? So I want you guys to listen very, very slowly. Grab your phone, grab your tablet, grab your iPad. What I'm doing now, I'm copying the StreamYard link. I'm going to paste it into the chat. When you see the link, you click that motherfucker. Okay? And then it'll prompt you how to come in. We have not done a call-in number for almost 2 years because Blog Talk Radio was discontinued. Okay? So, if anybody would like to come in, now is the time. And when you come in, please be ready. Emil, what's going on?
Hey, sister girl.
Okay, talk to me.
Let me jump right into the Mariah Carey part.
Mariah
So
Carey's a kid.
she's a whole cackle. But I live for Mariah. Mariah's a diva. Like I love Mariah Carey. Like Mariah reminds me a little bit of Nicki. In a sense where, and I think I don't know why, me personally, I resonate with girls like that, like Mariah, Nick. I like the divas. I think Mariah Carey has worked hard to be a diva. That's why today
1098-765. Thank you. Okay, Bree, talk to me. Bree. Okay. She's not, I guess okay. Vina, are you here? Okay, she got out. Kwani.
Hi, Armand.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
I'm just wanted to say I'm excited about Nicki's album to come out. I know she's going to kill all the rap girls, and she's going to do her thing like we know she's going to do.
Okay, period. And so what did you think about that announcement last night?
I think it was right on time. I think she did what she needed to do. The Barbs were too distracted. They spent too much time giving Cardi feed promo. So I feel like Nicki came in at the right time to get the Barbs back on track and quit paying her too much attention, because we all know that Cardi's a fraud, honestly. And like you said, the magic trick, we'll see if they do it.
All right, thanks, boo. All right, I don't know what this is. TSE?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, so
how do you say that?
It's conquest backwards.
Okay. So you finna go hella deep on me right now?
Not really. No, it's gonna be.
Thank you.
Cardi B told you that because that was a lie she was told to tell you. Ain't no way. Who the fuck? Who else would it be?
Well, she told me this in 2020, so there was no reason for her to lie to me. But
and the hate train started 2017, so she already used you as a pawn. I mean, why not keep lying?
Maybe. So what do you? So since you have the answer, so tell me what happened.
What happened?
Yeah.
Like you said, she got too deep in it, and she didn't want it to go as far as it did. But like, why stop now?
So what happened?
You said it.
No, you tell me it's not true. So you tell me what happened.
No, I'm not. I'm saying this other person that you won't say. I mean, people was name dropping in the comments. I think she lied to you and said that because she had you in her pocket.
Okay. And so what was I supposed to do with the information?
I mean, you did the best thing, nothing with it. You never really trusted her, so.
Thank you. Okay, Axel Reyes. Talk to
Hey
me.
Armand, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm good. I really like that you're not biased, even though you're not like a super fan of Cardi, or maybe you don't
Mhm.
really like her personally, but I like how you being a fan of Nicki doesn't get in a way of like being fair to her. So I like that you do that all the time. Also, I don't believe her either. I think that she's lying. I think that she knew Atlantic was using her to go against Nicki, and she bought into it as somebody in her position would. You know, she's from the hood. She wanted to make it out, but at the end of the day, she did it for the money. That's my opinion. But I think
Is there
I
anything wrong with doing it for the money? Wouldn't you do it for the money?
nah. I mean, if I was her, I would do it. I
We've
mean, I
got
don't know.
people creating AI artists for the money.
I ain't mad at it. I'm about to do it too. Maybe we should do it too. Use your platform to get an AI artist signed for $5 million. I don't know, but I'm really happy that Nicki announced her album last night. She did change the trajectory of the conversation, and I've been watching you for a minute, and you knew that she was gonna do that, and I was like, you know what, he's right, and she is smart to drop in March. So then, Cardi's already on tour, the internet algorithm is gonna change to Nicki's album dropping. And honestly, like I did like Pink Friday too, but I'm done with the Pink. I'm done with the Pink Friday. Like, give us a new branch, give us something different. I need visuals. I need no
Mm.
AI art. I went to the
Hmm.
tour twice. It was great. She's a great performer. The album was good. I do think that it was the next evolutionary progression in her natural evolution of
I'm a
music.
mother. I'm married. I'm a
Yeah,
wife. I'm over that.
I'm over that too. Give me the static. I want Roman and Gag City. I want her to really come for the girls. I really want her to come on with these girls' head tops and just really, I want the
And
theme.
listen, I want to be clear. If she does do that, I don't want to hear nobody else saying bitter this, bitter that, because Cardi B is shooting flame and everybody is
OD,
cheering.
OD, OD.
Everyone is cheering.
OD, and also Nicki has everybody gagged with her coming for Jay-Z too. Nobody was expecting that, and people are saying that she's crazy coming for SZA and coming for Jay-Z and coming for Rock Nation and coming for TDE. But yo, there's a method to her madness. She can't say everything that she wants to do. And yesterday or the other day, I was listening to your live, and somebody was like, "Oh, why doesn't she just sue them?" Because it's not that easy. Like, Jay-Z
Mm.
is a powerful man that has his reach in the entire industry. If he wants the algorithm or the news or the media to sway a certain way, he has the power to do so. He got out of that lawsuit so quick, way better than Diddy ever could try in his life. So he's a powerful man. You got to do things a certain way. And Nicki said that she wasn't going to drop her album until her documentary came out. So since she announced it, do you think her doc is coming out anytime soon?
Oh, I don't even know, because at this point, the documentary was supposed to come out before she got with Kenneth Petty. So I don't even know what's on the documentary no more. The documentary is about 6 years, 7 years late.
Right,
So it's
exactly.
so much time passed from the damn documentary. How long is this documentary gonna be? Because girl, this has been coming out for almost a decade.
Honestly, at this point, I hope it's like a 6-part series and each episode is an hour long. That's what she needs to give
Ooh,
us.
okay.
But yeah, one last question. Why do you think she's off rated station head right now? Is it because Jay-Z has like his hand in that too?
I don't know if what I don't. I feel like Nikki's also in this like, where's my money bag? And
Mm,
Station Head uses its creator sometimes, and they play games with the money. They play games with the
mm,
money with me. So sometimes they play a money game. And I think, it could be, something like that. Finances. They didn't want to probably, Nikki's been in this rail rage of partnership and ownership.
yeah,
And maybe
yeah.
they didn't want to give her that. And so she's like, I'm bringing all these people here. And Station Head is probably saying, well, it's not enough. And we don't want to pay you.
Mm-hmm. I lied. One last question. What was your true opinion on Pink Friday 2? Did you like it? Was
I
it a good
liked it.
album for you?
I liked it. I thought it was a decent album. I know that Nicki needed to get that off, and I can
Hmm.
respect that. But that, like I said, a lot of that wasn't for me. I want more bangers. So I'm
And
hoping we can get that later.
me too. I agree, and I think that she will. I think that's what's next in the tuck. I think this is what she's been waiting for.
Hmm. Well, Cardi
But
B set the stage. It's no shade.
you know what I'm saying? You know, you know now they're saying she's gonna sell over 205. Like, let's see. I'm not mad at it, yo. This is her second album, her sophomore album.
And let's turn up the heat.
You know what I'm
She and
saying?
I'm here's the thing. People think that I'm upset or it's a gag. Actually, I hope she does sell over 228K or close
You
to, but I feel
know?
like she's going to because guess why? This is pulling Nicki out
Yeah.
to compete. Because if she was doing something around 60, 70, 100K, Nicki probably would still be sitting on her ass, farting on her fingers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. But look, if Gaga sold 219 and Ariana sold 227, do you think Cardi's really selling more than 228?
I don't really think she's still going to outsell Nicki Minaj. I don't think she's going to outsell Nicki Minaj. But if she does, I'm not upset about it.
I won't be upset too. I'm ready for the gag of Nicki to come back. It's like if you want to activate the beast, break the record. And
Yes.
she's already activated, so I'm excited.
All right, boo. Thank
See you
you.
later. Bye.
Bye. Okay, hold on. I don't know why these people love to call me when I'm on stream. Like, why? Why people love to do that? I don't quite get it. Um, Shanique, talk to me.
Hey, Armand.
Hey, what's going on?
Going good, going good. At first, I want to say welcome back.
Thank you.
Um, I was squinting at you when the whole hate train came out. I just want to talk about that real quick.
When? What hate train?
With the whole hate train with Nicki Minaj, and you done switched up. I said, oh Lord. But I'm just grateful that you got back to your roots of who you
Mm-hmm.
really are and putting out great content, because
Mm-hmm.
we all enjoy your content and you're one of my favorite YouTubers. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna just put that back. And I
Thank
love
you.
how you are just unbiased with both Nicki and Cardi, and you just you speak facts, and
Mm-hmm.
without your opinion and your feelings into it. So I just want to say, good
So,
job
what are
on.
you thinking now? Do you think that Cardi B was sent here to take Nicki's spot?
Let's be real. You can't deny talent. Okay. Talent and hard work is what Nicki is all about.
Uh huh.
Cardi B, I'm not, because I would have taken the opportunity as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. We all would. But hard work and dedication is what Nicki's all about. She's all about the culture and the talent. Like, at the end of the day, it will speak for itself.
Okay. And what did you think about? Do you have a thought on Mariah Carey not knowing that Mooney Long was singing her song as she was sitting in the front row of the seat?
No, she did not. She did not. Stop. Stop. We all know. Come on. We know Mimi. Come on.
She
Stop.
is so funny.
But she
Thanks,
played that
boo.
off good though. She played that off real good. Because
Thanks for
child, that
calling
face
in.
was telling.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. But that Mariah Carey piece is a key to me. Paris, what's going on?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Armand. First of all, I had said if I get pulled up, it is nothing but divine. I just wanted to tell you, you are amazing.
Thank
I
you.
know you haven't felt your glow lately. I know you said that you've been working on yourself, but I see something in you that is just, you're a superstar.
Well, hold on. Let me take that and receive that.
You
Amen.
you really are. When you went on Instagram and asked people to tag you in Angela Yee's post, I went on there immediately and was like, bring him. He is a star. And
Thank
I
you.
don't care what no one says. I just want you to know that when you show up, there are certain people in your audience like myself who don't see the drama. They see you.
Ah, I appreciate this. Come on.
That's really all I wanted. I didn't even want to give a message about your commentary. I just wanted to tell you that you are walking into something that you can't see it, but I can feel it. And I'm
Thank
excited
you.
for you. Thank you for showing up for us. Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
yourself.
And you know what? I just want to say thank you. And I appreciate that so much because it's like I've been saying, like, there's been times where I'm like, I don't want to do this, or I'm not feeling well. Or then it's like these people are trying to attack you. And it's just all these different variables, and people only see the things online and people misjudge. And it's just like, somebody out there gets it and sees it and, whatever, and I think sometimes when you present in a way like me, we're confident, people look at like, well, he doesn't come across like an underdog, so I don't want to root for him. You know what I mean? He's not humble, and it's not about that. It's just the fact that I'm not going to stand here and let motherfuckers beat my back in. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you for recognizing the human part of me and just supporting me and having something nice to say. Thank you.
Yes, you are so welcome. Thank you for letting me back. And I hope you have a great night.
You too. And I think on that note, I want to close it there. I think we should close it there. So, guys, listen, if you guys don't see me tomorrow, make sure you have the links and know how to do it the next day, because we'll be back. This next era of Armand Wiggins, we're bringing back the podcast. I think I'm going to get a little bit more intimate with you guys. It's time for a Patreon. So we're gonna go a little deeper, and we're gonna do more of our like Lux Life type of talks on here too, alongside with the celebrity news. So I'm gonna see how it works. And I told myself I wasn't gonna say this because I wasn't really sure if I wanted to commit to it, but I think I'm gonna start trying to work on a schedule. A schedule, my God. Because so we all know what time to show up. All right. So I love you guys. I will see y'all soon. We back in the game. And I'm gonna talk to y'all this weekend. Now, if something really pop off, I might have to grab the phone and do what I need to do. Okay. But also feel free to send me topics, send me news that you guys think. And also, now we're at a point where send funny story times, send cool TikToks, interesting story, crime stories. We're accepting new content, variety content, funny things that you guys like. Send it over. I'll take a look at it. I'm not going to guarantee that we're going to talk about it, but if it's good enough, it might make the docket. All right. So I'll see y'all soon. Peace out.